Alright, Trouble Gang, welcome back to a brand new episode of Elden Ring. Link to the previous episode at the top right hand of the screen, where we performed a myriad of assassinations along with traversing the first half of the Deep Root Depths, and right now we are traversing the second half of the Deep Root Depths, and lucky you guys, we shall be facing off against some very powerful enemies in this episode as well. All of them situated right here in the Deep Root Depths as well. So getting up on that Spirit Spring, jumping up, and we are picking up this Smithing Stone 7 as well, and now we shall be finding our bearings so that we can continuously proceed on forward through this region. Now, if you're new here, like, sub, turn on the bell notification. Always remember to turn on the bell notification. The algorithm really isn't your friend. If you have the bell notification turned on, you'll always know when an upload goes live as well. Now, oh no, I did not mean to jump on the Spirit Spring, but it's fine. We can never kill ourselves by jumping from the Spirit Spring because it's part of the game mechanic. Anyway, right now, this is discount version of Lutel the Headless. He's one of the spirit summons that we got, but Lutel is really bad as a spirit summon, so that means this discount version of him should be even worse. I literally have no respect for this guy. He is, I will say, one of the guardians of the, what are they called? Oh no, these guys are joining a party. The Death Basilisk, spewing death all over the place. Stupid idiots. But what is this thing? A mausoleum, yeah. Those things guards mausoleums. The Lutel Headless guy, as you can see, Mausoleum Knight Greaves has dropped. But yeah, these guys guard the mausoleums, and as you guys might have noticed, there is one of mausoleum just casually walking there. We don't have to fight them. Just by grounding the mausoleum, these guys are gonna disappear. So there's really no need for us to waste time battling with them. But yeah, I'm just going to try find my bearings around this region so that we can move on deck. So what do we have on deck for this episode? We have a Crucible Knight. Yeah, we have another Crucible Knight. Go figure. It's like the past two episodes have been filled with me battling Crucible Knights. Yeah, but we have a Crucible Knight. We have a bear. We have a really cool boss. No, we have two boss fights. One is pretty meh. I don't even classify it as a boss fight, to be honest, because me and Mimic just decimate them. And now the other one is a pretty cool boss fight with a very tragic backstory. And you guys know me, if anything has a cool story behind it, I am all about divulging that information to you guys. So I shall be getting there and divulging that information to you when, we get to it. Anyway, right now I'm just trying to get my bearings, because I'm just trying to figure out my bearings. I'm moving around this place, so I'm just gonna go back to the gazebo, the central area, and try to figure out my bearings from here. I'm starting off from where my game crashed in the previous episode, so I don't think it should be pretty hard to follow, to be honest. We just started off exactly where the game crashed from, so yeah, I have also done a center bug report, because it's weird. The game starts crashing immediately after you've installed the latest patch. It's weird. It's weird, right? The developer sends over a patch so that you can download and have it patched into your game, and then all of a sudden your game starts crashing. I don't know. Smelling conspiracy theories over here. My conspiracy theories aside, still looking for my bearings. Whatever sound you hear is one of those gargoyles, one of those half-dead gargoyles. So they're not anything to be too concerned about. yeah, but if I can give you a preview of what's happening, the episode after this one is gonna be full of fighting content. My god, we shall be proceeding to the Altus Plateau. Actually, by the end of this episode, we're gonna be at the Altus Plateau looking at my objectives. The episode we did 2 days ago, where we did the Lake of Rot and this is the grace I was looking for. Yeah, the episode we did 2 days ago, where we went through the entire Lake of Rot region and fought Astel, fought Adula, got engaged. We pushed a lot through that episode. As you get a massive screen freeze, I believe we shouldn't be getting more of those. As I said, we recently got the game patched up, so it's acting up a bit. But yeah, having done all those objectives in that episode 2 episodes ago, it's gonna give us the flexibility to shorten some of these episodes to nigh on exclusively to 1 hour episodes. Like, sometimes we're not even gonna be hitting the 1 hour threshold. Like, even when my game crashed in the previous episode, I realized like I was way forward in the objectives, so it even gave me more flexibility for what I wanted to cover in that specific episode. Anyway, me planning episodes for you guys aside, there is one thing we need to get down here before we go fight Mr. Crucible Knight. And this Crucible Knight actually has a name. And an enemy is special when they are a regular enemy, but they are actually given a name on top of them being a regular enemy. It's like the magma worms we've been fighting, and then there was that one specifically after we beat Renala that was called Magma Worm Makar. Like, it's weird when regular enemies are actually given a specific name to identify them. It just means that there is something special about them, or they are guarding something special. It's always one of the two. Anyway, a lot of discount Lutel the Headless over here, so just ignore them. They're really not gonna be doing anything of importance to us. Anyway, Spirit Spring up, and we missed. God damn it. Okay, we're gonna have to do this again. So Spirit Spring up, and here we are. So we're gonna pick this Stone Sword key up, and then instead of going down on the Spirit Spring, we're just gonna jump across, and we're gonna be fighting Mr. Crucible Knight standing right over there. Alright, so we double jump, lose a little bit of health, but it's fine. Ignore those dudes over there, they're not gonna be of importance to us. Okay, Torrent, thank you, but now it's time for me to go fight Mr. Crucible Knight. So I'm gonna place this on my back, and then you're gonna call out Mimic. There we go with Mr. Mimic. And now, honestly speaking, there's really nothing much for us to do, so I'm just gonna get him to aggro onto me. No, he's already aggroed onto me, and Mimic is ready to fight him. So, wow, Mimic is actually doing some decent damage on him. Oh, what a hit! Oh, Mimic is actually getting some good hits. Not gonna lie, kinda impressed. Oh, what a hit! Okay, he's going after Mimic. Oh, what a hit again! Alright. I'm just gonna... okay, that is Siluria's tree. That's the spear that he's using, and that is Crucible Knight Siluria. Oh, now this is one of the coolest things you guys are ever gonna see. In this chest we have Crucible Knight tree armor. Now we can dress up as a Crucible Knight if we wanted to. Well, assuming that the equipment load does not proceed on to heavy. So if we place the helmet, it gives us medium load, but if we place the armor, it gives us heavy equipment load, and that sucks. If we put on his arm greaves, it doesn't give us heavy, so that's good. If we put on his boots, it gives us heavy, and that's sad. But yeah, we will be increasing our equipment load eventually, so that we can start using this stuff. But if I can place it, you guys can see this is the complete Crucible Knight set, along with the shield on our back, which really matches. And if for the more keen of you, I'm just trying to reduce my equipment load, but it's not changing from heavy, which sucks. But the more keen of you would have noticed that we also received the Crucible Knight shield in a previous episode when we fought that Crucible Knight at Noxtella, Eternal City, and we now also have Siluria's spear. So if we wanted to, wow, actually I can wear the Redman attire for those Radan soldiers, and it kind of looks good, to be honest. But yeah, for the more keen of you, it means that once I get enough equipment load, I can literally upgrade the spear to its max level and start using it, and at the same time I can equip the Crucible Knight shield, and I can turn myself, you guessed it, into a Crucible Knight if I wanted to. I don't. Anyway, for now we're just gonna wear the Confessor clothing with the boots, but we're gonna keep the Crucible Knight helmet because it matches the shield on my back, and the Crucible Knight arm greaves and all that good stuff. So yeah, looking at our runes, we are pretty much halfway there towards getting more runes to upgrade another level. As I mentioned it in passing to you guys, we shall be pushing our vigor to level 60, and then we're gonna be essentially done with pumping our vigor all the way up to level 60. Yeah, anyway, just trying to figure out my bearings on where to go to next. I know we need to take down what's it called? We need to take down the mausoleum. We're just gonna be taking out the Crucible Knights. We're gonna make it as easy as possible so that we can, not the Crucible Knight, we're gonna be taking down the mausoleum. These death basilisks are trying to destroy me, and that's because I don't have the beast repelling torch on my back. But anyway, we've already run past them, so it's nothing to be too concerned about. Right, so this is where we shall be. Okay. What the hell? And so here is where we shall be doing. So alright, so let's deal with all of these guys. No, it's just trying to get these silver skulls. You guys remember when okay, actually never mind, he's decided to sit down. So all of those guys that are busy protecting Mr. Mausoleum are basically done. They've left the building as easy as you like. Right, so as you guys can see, these are all the remembrances that I have. I even have one for Estelle and all that. But I honestly don't think that I need to copy a remembrance. I honestly don't think that I need to, so I'm not gonna copy one. Right, so I'm just gonna place a marking over here to remind me that I downed a mausoleum in this region of the deep root depths, and I'm gonna leave it there, and then I'm gonna proceed on to the next part of our story as we try to take this down. Alright, so we're just gonna move on forward. Alright, and right here inside we have a bear that we shall be fighting, so it's time to do this. And Mimic is not helping me. Mimic has left the building. Man, I praise Mimic one fight because he helped me against the Crucible Knight, and in the next he just decides to call it quits, which is honestly it's on brand, to be honest. I'm not even surprised, but it's fine. I think I should be able to handle this bear on my own. Should bring the main word to focus on. It's not quite we are not quite sure that we can take it down, but I believe in myself. I think we will. Anyway, I'm just gonna go try to find a way to beat this bear before it destroys me. It's destroying me. I don't even have a chance to heal. Oh man, killed by a bear. Surprisingly still on brand for this universe, to be honest. The wildlife in this region is not to be messed with. Alright, we are back at the site of grace, back like we never left, back like we got defeated, because we did get defeated. But yeah, let us now deal with the bear as we should have done from the very beginning. Alright, so this is where we were at the mausoleum, so I'm just gonna find my bearings and go fight the bear. Hopefully Mimic does not bail on me this time. If he does, I'm gonna be so pissed, and I mean extremely pissed. Like, I am giving you the chance to come back from the dead and have fun with me in this world, and then you're just bailing on me. It's pretty sad. Alright, here we are, and that's where our runes were. Mimic, if you decide to leave me one last time, I'm gonna be so pissed off. I'm actually, just because of what you've done to me, Mimic, and abandoning me, I'm gonna upgrade Oleg to max level. Yeah, I've still not given up on Oleg, albeit I'm so close. He was so disappointing when I gave him a run against Astel. So disappointing. Anyway, Mimic, let's try this one last time. I promise if you leave, I'm gonna be so pissed off. Anyway, Mr. Bear, wake up. Alright. Okay. The bear is really aggressive with us today. Anyway, I'm just gonna pop this rune out. light work as Mimic takes the brunt of the bear on my behalf at this point in time. Alright, pick up the fine daggers, pick up the golden rune, pick up the somber smithing stone. Oh, Mimic, you are experiencing what we call a bear hug. Oh lord, what a bite. Nope, sorry bear, I do not want a hug. I am good. I've been receiving all my hugs from Fear. You guys know Fear, the lady who was at the round table giving us hugs before she decided to kill D. Anyway, there we go. There we go, the bear is down. At least Mimic did not abandon me this time, so that's pretty cool. Alright, so Mimic, if you want to leave you can. I don't have a use for you at this point. Now we're just gonna be running along the sides. We're gonna be moving towards this. Pick up the lightning Great's hole, I think. Great bolts or hole, I don't know. And then now we're gonna remove it because I don't want it to keep. We're gonna bring back our beast repellent torch because you know death basilisks, they're everywhere. And then we're gonna run forward and pick up some more items along the way. Alright, now we just move along this side. We just keep the cliff to our right, and then we're just gonna be proceeding on in a straight line, picking up every single thing that we can see or find along the way. As you guys can see, along that route there is something very juicy for us to pick up. Alright, pick this up and then you're gonna move back. I like dismounting from torrent because torrent is really fast, and if you're not in complete control you might end up just running off the route and dying in a very stupid way to die. Yeah, so anyway, we have the beast repellent torch, so we shouldn't be worrying about our death basilisks. They're not gonna do anything to us, which is gonna allow me to fight that on my own and we get a somber smithing stone 6. What is up, death basilisk? Can't attack me now, can ya? Anyway, we are gonna be moving on to the next set of branches so that we can pick up some more items. Alright, so I'm just figuring out a safe place to drop from because we need to go a bit below and then make our way up and up through the regions as we proceed. Alright, so just gonna run along this branch, and then you're gonna jump to this roof. Do a double jump just to be safe. Pick up this smithing stone 6, and then we're just gonna have to figure out our way around. The main purpose of this point of the episode is we shouldn't die. Dying at this point in the episode is not allowed, because it's not cool to keep dying every single time, especially when you are trying to get through specific regions. Anyway, this is a golden rune 8 for our troubles, so that's pretty cool. Don't worry about the death basilisk, as long as we even have the beast repellent torch on our back. I mean, it's not lit, but it's on our back, so they can see the torch that is there. It's basically more about the concept. As long as the beast repellent torch is somewhere visible on our body, these things won't attack us. So it's all about the concept. So I'm gonna jump down, jump over that death basilisk, and then you're gonna pick this up. There we go, Somber Smithing Stone 7. Now I don't believe there is anything left for me to pick down here, to be honest. So we shall be heading over to the boss of the region. Yeah, we shall be heading over to the boss of the region. Make this a pretty easy fight. It's not the first. It is a pretty easy fight. It's so easy that you can even do it without mimic, but I'm just gonna do it with mimic, because at some stage the fight is like gonna be 3 versus 1, and I'm not all in for that, to be honest. So just doing one last run around, making sure there is nothing that we missed down here before we leave. I just want to leave this region, and for the most part the big underground regions are gonna be complete. The next region on deck is gonna be the Altus Plateau, which, oh man, it has a lot of action, to be honest. And we shall also be finally going into the Volcano Manor. You guys, the more observant of you might have realized that when you were fighting the abductor virgins, that episode where we were abducted by the abductor virgins, the more observant of you might have realized that we were in a place which just had an active volcano, and that was the Volcano Manor. But at that point we went there illegally, because we weren't invited. But this time we have we were invited by that lady from the Volcano Manor. She gave us an invitation. We still have it, we just haven't yet gone to the Volcano Manor as of yet, but we shall be. I might as well do it in the next episode as well. So yeah, in the next episode we shall do Atlas and Volcano Manor. But me thinking about the next episode aside, let's get out of here and fight the boss. Check out the death basilisk just looking up at me. Anyway, let's just go deal with the boss of this region once and for all. So you guys might know these are the same stupid gargoyles. They are half gargoyles. They're pretty much dead, to be honest, at this point. So beat you up. Take that one down, and then we proceed on up. So there's another one seated right up there. You guys might have seen it. It's just seated right up there. We are also gonna take it down so that we can prevent it from destroying us as we try to traverse this region as well. Okay, so just gonna run forward. Just ignore the sound. We're gonna jump off track to this one specific branch. It shouldn't be able to attack us from here. Even as you guys can see, that flame barely reached us. And then there are 2 places which you shall be going to while you're up here. So the first one is right up here. There is one item that we shall be picking up. There we go. And that's the Prince of Death stuff, something that I'm never gonna use, something that I did not even use in my previous build. So If you want to be casting death spells and everything, I mean, you can with that stuff, but it's meh. It's the definition of something with a cool name but does absolutely nothing. Anyway, what's up? Half dead gargoyle, now fully dead. Alright, I'm gonna pick this. We're gonna jump down from here. No, I don't know if it's no, it actually is. So we're gonna be running past that gargoyle, and you need to be fast because it can blow you away with the flame that it has. Alright, so we are gonna be we're gonna be running straight forward as we try to get through that gargoyle. I'm just trying to figure out how to do it, because having to move around and trying to figure out places where you can, I don't know, run around so that you can get that gargoyle, it's gonna be a bit cumbersome. It's gonna be a bit cumbersome if we go and have to fight it. So I'm just running the probabilities in my mind, if it's better to run or just go and try to fight it. And it's honestly better just to run, pick this up along the way and just run, and then pick this up again and then jump and then do a second jump. Oh, I made it. Alright, so you get automatically dismounted once you get to this place, so nothing to be too concerned about. And then we're gonna pick up this site of lost grace, and then we're gonna rest up so that we can de-aggro that gargoyle. And when it comes to leveling up, we are so close to getting enough runes, so we're just gonna pop some of our Numen runes. No, actually let's use this instead. This gives us 3,000 runes per pop, and that's not enough because we need like 60-ish thousand. So we're just gonna use all of them. Alright, that should have us that enough. Let's use this last one just to have some extra in the hand in case we need it. Oh, 69,000, hashtag nice. Oh man, we are missing just 1,000 runes. Like we are short by very few runes. Okay, we're just gonna have to pop one more and then we're gonna be able to get a level. So just gonna use this one instead. Alright, so let's level up. Let's take our endurance to 19 because I kinda want more equip load. I'm just checking out to see which is better to upgrade at this point. I mean, even upgrading our faith actually gives us some more right armament attack power. Like, it's insane. But yeah, even our stamina is not getting much of an increase, but it's the equip load that is getting a bit better the more we upgrade. Anyway, what I'm gonna be doing now is bringing back our dragon incantation. So you guys remember the rot breath and Smaragd's fire breath, the blue one as well. I want to bring them back. So sorry for the weird cut, I had to do something else beforehand. I want to have Mimic using the dragon breaths as well, because the dragon breaths are really powerful. You guys saw, especially when we were fighting Radan with the rot breath, it was pretty cool to have it around. So I'm just gonna place the, what's it called, the boluses against death. Those are the anti-death boluses. And now this is where we shall be having the boss fight. So that weird husk that you can see right over there, that is the body of Godwin the Golden. So who is Godwin the Golden? Godwin the Golden is the first ever demigod to be killed, and he was killed during the night of Black Knives, where Rani, you guys know Rani, our fiance, bride to be, Rani killed her body, her Imperial body, and because a demigod cannot just die in body, she orchestrated the killing of parried his ass. That's Fierce Champion. So this is the entire boss fight. There is a second phase to the boss fight, so we shall be bringing Mimic out for the second phase. But yeah, she orchestrated the killing of Godwin's spirit, and Godwin was killed in spirit, and Rani was killed in body. So that's how, because that's how death works. When a living being dies, it dies both in body and in spirit. And this is Sorcerer Rogia. You guys know Rogia, our body. Oh, parried his ass as well. I just could not get the critical. But yeah, that's how death works normally. So because you can't just die in body or in spirit alone, the orchestrated plan had Godwin dying in spirit and Rani dying in body at the exact same time, and that fulfilled the condition that a demigod was killed. Both of those two factors happening simultaneously meant that a single demigod died, in essence, like technically speaking, because one died in body, one died in spirit. It meets the threshold for a proper death. But now, because Godwin's body is technically still alive but has death running all over it, it's turned into that misbegotten husk that you guys can see. Now, the reason why Godwin's body continues to grow is pretty tragic. So Godwin led the Battle of Leyndell way earlier. I'm gonna keep explaining that, but let's talk to Fia first.
What is it you intend? To deny us and our ways, like the dogmatic brutes of the Golden Order?
No, I just want a hug. I came all this way for a hug.
You are an odd one. I am the guardian of those who live in death. They call me a foul and rotten witch. Yet you still wish to be held by me?
Alright, we're gonna be receiving a Baldakin blessing again, and we're gonna talk in secret some more.
Have you ever seen a Hallowbrand? When the first of the demigods died, his flesh was marked with the half-wheel wound of the centipede. Godwin's Hallowbrand has since been recovered at the Round Table Hall, but there is another Hallowbrand out there somewhere, and I must find it before the time comes we receive our Lord.
Alright, whatever she's talking about, we already have it because we received it from Rani's body a few episodes ago.
Another mark in the shape of the half-wheel wound of the centipede, and I must find it before the time comes we receive our Lord. My hands will be dirtied once more by the deed. Will you still let me hold you, even then?
And then we're gonna give her.
The other Hallowbrand. How did you? Oh, my utmost thanks. With this, Godwin can take his rightful place as first of the dead and claim a second, illustrious life. You are mine, our true champion. And though I can't be of any use to you, can I hold you tight? If only for a moment.
Alright, we get an even super extra tight hug, and we receive Radan's we receive the radiant Baldakin blessing.
Godwin, and it will surely stir within me the new life of the Golden Prince, and first dead of the demigods, as the rune of those who live in death. Please, do one thing for me. Brandish this child, my rune, and take for yourself the throne. Stay the persecution of those who live in death by becoming our Elden Lord.
So what Fia is basically telling us is she's gonna give us the rune, the mending rune, out of her body. So she's basically gonna sacrifice herself to create the mending rune, and she's gonna give it to us, and she's asked us that we take the mending rune and place it on the Elden ring so that we can become the Elden Lord who rules in death. So she's basically telling us that once you become Elden Lord, just consider ruling in our favor. It's her last dying wish. Will I do that? I don't know. But I'm thinking if I do make it to the end of the game and finish it, I just show you guys all endings. There is a way that you can get the save file and just have it on repeat over and over and over again. Of course, I will tell you which one is my preferred ending. I always have a preferred ending. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, right now I'm just getting levels because we have another boss fight on deck, and I just want to upgrade my. I just want to upgrade another level before that boss fight. So. So this teleporter is gonna take us all the way to the capital city, which we're not gonna be doing anything here apart from picking up a site of grace. That's all we shall be doing. Alright, so we're gonna pick this up. Welcome to the royal capital of Leyndell. This entire place is under the jurisdiction of another demigod, but I do not want to tell you guys because it's weird. But yeah. Anyway, we're gonna pick up this site of grace so that we can have a way into the capital that does not involve, using the gates. Anyway, we shall be going back to the round table hold to upgrade Oleg. I'm not gonna be using him as yet, but I feel like he deserves one more shot at max level just to see what he can do for me. And I'm just gonna remove this Baldakin's blessing because they give you a health debuff.
No. I need to do better than this. This will never kill a god. I can do better than this. It needs to slay a bloody god. Oh, it's you. Don't pay me any mind, it's not important. Just lay out your arms.
Alright, so let's upgrade our Dragon Communion seal. As you guys can see, it's now a plus 10 with one level left. So we're gonna be upgrading our magic spiral horn shield as well. I'm gonna be taking it up and up and up until we now do not have any more smithing stones to continue upgrading it. The reason I have this shield on is for the resistances and to parry crucible. That's it. it literally serves me no other purpose to use it all the time.
Great, are you here for speak?
Yeah, I am, Miss Rodrigo. Anyway, there we go. We are left with 183 runes, which I am not sad to lose during a boss fight in case I die. So we are looking for fear. There we go. And now it's time for a boss fight. Alright, so by this point fear, well, she's actually still here. Let's talk to her again.
This is goodbye, my dear, but I am satisfied. I choose to lie with Godwin of my own will, not the remains of one chosen for me, and I will bear a child who will inherit your warmth too. What greater blessing could there be but to be born a deathbed companion? This is goodbye, but I am sad. I choose to, and I will bear who will inherit your. What greater blessing could there be?
Yeah, so what she's basically doing is she's telling us that she's gonna be lying with Godwin and she's about to bear a child and all that stuff. And yeah, now we are gonna change the order of these spells because I really want Mimic to be able to use my dragon spell. So we're gonna place the 2 dragon breaths that I like at first and second. We're gonna place heal as the 3rd spell. We're gonna have the lightning spell as well. We're gonna have flame grant me strength, flame cleanse me because those are really cool. We're gonna have the lightning spell, and yeah, those are the spells that we're gonna be having from here on in. Now let's see, we're gonna use this Baldakin blessings. We don't need a health debuff while you're going into this boss fight, so we're gonna rest up to remove that slight health loss that we had. And now it's time for a boss fight. So we're gonna touch fear and then we're gonna enter the deathbed dream. She's already lying with Godwin the Golden at this point, but touching her allows us to enter the deathbed companion's dream. And now it's time for me to show you the saddest backstory. So this boss fight, it involves a sad backstory. When Godwin was still alive, he fought the ancient dragons, and this is one of them, the Lichdragon Fortissaxx. It's a very cool dragon and he's afflicted by death. So when Godwin fought the ancient dragons and fought Fortissaxx as well, beating them, it was also the first ever recorded instance when the walls of Leyndell fell, but Godwin, being powerful, led Leyndell's army to defeating the ancient dragons. But instead of killing the ancient dragons, Jesus Christ, should concentrate as I tell you the story. But instead of killing the ancient dragons, Godwin decided to befriend, this guy, this Dragon Fortissaxx. So by befriending him, they created the dragon cult community, which, as you guys know, I am a big fan of because I do take part in dragon communion and dragon incantation and dragon powers and lightning magic. It's what I've been doing the entire series, so I'm grateful to Godwin for befriending this guy. But once he befriended Fortissaxx over here, he took Fortissaxx within him, inside his being. And Fortissaxx, being his good friend and his really good ally, did not really know that Godwin was killed in the night of black flames. So he's been stuck inside his body for ages, trying to fight off the death that is plaguing Godwin's body, his best friend's body, and he doesn't know it. to this date, and that's why you can see that he has a lot of black going on around him. That's why you can also see him spewing death around him, and the death that has been consuming Godwin's body has led him to madness, and it's a really sad state of affairs. Okay, I really need to be concentrating. Anyway, so that's the entire story behind Mr. Lichdragon Fortissaxx, and right now what we are doing is an act of mercy because he needs to just die so that he can, you know, be freed from this torment that he's in. Anyway, I have been rotting him for so long. You guys can see we are now doing 10,000 damage and Mimic has taken him down, and that is why I kept on telling you guys. Anyway, legend failed, remembrance of the Lich Dragon. That is why I was telling you guys constantly that we needed the decaying dragon breath. It's one of the best dragon breaths there is because it gives you passive damage over time. Like once an enemy is afflicted by scarlet rot, they just get passive damage over time. Now that we are done, Fear is basically dead, and this is the mending rune. So we receive the mending rune of the Death Prince, and this is what she requested as we place on the Elden ring once we become the Elden Lord. Anyway, Fear's questline is complete and Fear is dead, but here is Dee's brother.
Take a good long look. See the wrath of the Golden Order, the Order's justice writ in blood. This is what's become of your precious witch. Naught but expired meat and bone. This is a proper death, oh Prince. Look at this rotten hole. No more children can be got from this useless flesh. Behold, your mother is dead. This is revenge, you witch, and you ghoul. This is the wrath of Dee.
So he's basically proud of what he's done, but Fear was already dead, so you know.
The Golden Order unsullied. Now I can look my brother Darian in the eye. Honeyed rays of gold deliver my spirit. Darian, now I have no regrets. Honeyed rays of gold.
Anyway, so this brother also dies and leaves us the armor set alongside the sword. So this entire quest line is done, dusted. Anyway, we shall be going back to the table of lost grace, and we shall be upgrading ourselves to another level. We shall be picking up a cool incantation from the remembrance of the Lich Dragon, and yeah, things are really looking up for us on these episodes as we are taking it step by step. No, I don't want to go there. I want to go get the power from the remembrance of the Lich Dragon. Alright, so receive power from remembrance. You're gonna be getting this to this Fortissaxx lightning spear. It needs a lot of faith to use, so we're not gonna be able to use it right now, but the moment we get enough start points in faith to use it, it's gonna replace the current lightning spear that I'm using, because it's just that much better. Alright, so let's upgrade. Let's see how much we need to level up. So it's time for me to level up. No, let's check. We have enough to level up, so it's 72,000 to get a level. I want to try and get 2 levels though, so anyway, we can take our vigor to 53. There we go, which leaves us with 17,000 runes. I think I can use this 17,000, to be honest, to upgrade to upgrade Mr. Oleg to max level. You guys can see we only have one. If I use this, we are barely getting runes, to be honest. But I might as well just use them all, like right now, so that I don't have to see them in my inventory again. And that takes us to 42,000. We do not have enough to level up, because you need like 73 or so to get the next level. So, but that gives us the chance to upgrade Mr. Oleg. And there we go. Oleg is now max level. So Oleg has no excuses of being underleveled if I do ever call up on him to help me in a fight. And I actually will. There is a specific fight I have in mind for him, just to see how well he does. Anyway, let's go to the Magma or Maka site of grace, and we shall now be going into the altars, not the Atlas, the altars plateau, where we shall now be going towards the Volcano Manor, and it's also, like, basically speaking, the outskirts of the royal capital as well. So fun times ahead, you guys, fun times ahead. Wow, we are really pushing through the game. It's insane. Yeah, but now what we shall be doing at this stage is basically running forward. We shall be taking this lift. As you guys know, this is the lift that we were told will take us to altars by Gideon. He told us that this lift was functional and take us to altars as we go towards the royal capital, so that can stand before the Elden Ring and become the Elden Lord and all that other hullabaloo. But I want to introduce you guys to the altars plateau, where we shall be starting off in the next episode. We will not be traversing the altars plateau in this episode, but we shall start it off in the next episode after this one. So here we are, the altars plateau. I was trying to call a summon by mistake, but it's fine. Yeah, so this is the site of grace that we shall pick up, and in the next episode we shall be picking up from this specific point. So with that being said, stay safe, be smart, be kind, tell somebody you love them today, and I shall catch all of you in the next episode. Bye guys.